Ooh! I think our prince might have some competition here. Hold up. Look at this guy. This guy is blazed out of his mind. He is not even here. He's thinking about what snacks he's getting on the way home. And this dude just asleep. He's like, baby girl, you can punch me all you want. And we've seen her flustered at night. Oh shit. A once-in-a-lifetime pummeling. He's like, after you're done pummeling them, do you mind pummeling me later? I got a room upstairs for us, baby girl. And he likes it. That's the worst thing is, he's, you know, it's kind of funny when you think about it. He's pretty much like a girl who's like, oh no, please don't spank me. That's so bad. Was that the, oh, that's gotta be the nastiest one yet. Oh no, that is mess. Look at how much she's enjoying it. It's like she's on the merry-go-round. There is no way this guy's alive. The force of being thrown in there, and then like the pulling down, his neck is snapped. Holy shit. Ooh. You know, I honestly think he might have got hard from that. I think the God of Steel is really about to be the God of hard in his pants, because, excuse me? Well, I'll be damned. All I can say, Isekai fans stay winning. But of course, this was just a small glimpse, a small teaser of my full live reaction. If you want to catch that, it will be exclusively over on my Patreon. But otherwise, let's jump straight into the review. You know what's funny about this latest reveal, and may I ask for one final thing? There's someone out there who will unironically drop this show now knowing it's an isekai. They'll say, no, I can't do it. I don't like isekai. Because those fans exist. There are people who will legitimately come to my comment section and will say, hey, this sounds really interesting. Everything you just said is really engaging to me, but because it's isekai, I won't watch it. The hate boner some people have for isekai is the funniest thing to me. But all I have to say to that is isekai fans stay winning. This show just got even better. Unfortunately, I can't really say this twist came as a surprise, because I was pretty sure, I was like 90% confident, that people have been spoiling in the comment sections in mine, or basically everywhere, where these random theories popped up that what if the girl who betrayed us was actually an isekai character? Totally original theory. Now granted, I think about half the people promoting that theory got spoiled and didn't realize it, and then were propelling a theory, either pretending they came up with it or they just thought it was a cool theory. But I'm 100% confident the other half was just source readers pretending not to be. Doesn't really like ruin much for me, but I was like, you guys aren't sly. So I will say it opens up an interesting progression for this show, because usually when you have the isekai side of things, the isekai character is at the very least a main character or a main supporting character for yours. To have our girl, our villainess, be completely born into this world, no isekai connection whatsoever, does actually add quite a bit of interesting flares to it. But we bust down the slave auction this week, and boy golly was it entertaining. So there was honestly so much that they did that I'm kind of convinced they're lying to me, that I got a Men in Black like laser in my eyes and I'm forgetting things, because there's no way in less than 20 minutes they did everything they did, but bless them because they're masters at their craft. The prince and her pretty much get married. Now, is it an official wedding, a ceremony? No, but he pretty much, he lifts that chin up and says, I want you to declare your everlasting, loyalty to me. And she's like, hey, it pretty much will come in time anyway, because you'll be king. And he's like, no, I want it now. And this is a woman, mind you, who could break his balls 10 times over. Like, there's no force there that forced her to say that. That was pure, God damn it, I hate you, but I'm kind of into you, sure. The brother being just happy that someone's going to put up with her bullshit has to be the most believable thing I've seen in this show. Because this man, despite sometimes him over worrying for no reason, realistically his concern of, we don't have the status to protect from your crimes. Not only, thank God, is the future king apparently going to be marrying you, someone's gonna put up with your bullshit, and it won't have to be me. Goddamn, praise the Lord. But then, the fact that on the same day that is essentially her wedding night, She pretty much murders the whole crew. Now, she says she didn't kill anyone. I refuse to believe that gaslighting. There's at least 2 people that I am convinced are dead. One of which went into the ceiling, and the force had to have pulled his neck apart. Like, that's Rip Bozo. And there was another guy headfirst in the wall. I will not be taking questions. I will not leave this up for debate. There's no room for interpretation. Those 2 are dead, and her political status is going to cover up those crimes, and I kind of love it. But on the same night as all that, essentially marriage proposal, murder and scumbags, another dude from another kingdom shows up and immediately says, "Step on me, mommy." And the way he grabbed her thigh? That was a smooth criminal. I didn't think I would be introduced to any other guy in this show that would have me saying, boy, I kinda ship it. But boy, I kinda ship it. Like, he was a smooth criminal. He didn't stand a chance in hell. When this woman can grab a dragon's tail and stop it mid-swing, or grab a dragon by the tooth and slam that shit in the ground, you stood no chance in hell defeating her. But the fact that every time she either beat him or the dragon or showed an element of strength, he said, boy golly would I love for you to crush my balls. Now, did he explicitly say that? No. But did he basically say that? Yes. This is a man that if you allow them to get down and dirty, we would walk in on her using that high heel on a very no-no spot, and he would be squirming in joy. That is one sick puppy, and I hope to see more of them together. This show is good. It is fun, it has twists and turns, the characterization surprisingly good, and it's funny as hell. She's out here kicking people between the eyes with a high heel, and then you got this classical music playing, and she's like, dee 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 dee. But in realistic, she has a tornado forming. I knew it was gonna be a bloodbath as soon as I knew she was infiltrating a slave auction. I just didn't realize how fucking good it would be. Because I thought I had high expectations, but they had me saying, is that really happening? Funniest episode, most badass episode, and honestly, best episode for characterization. It just easily cleared the previous 3 episodes, if you ask me. This show just gets better and better the more I watch. At this point, I won't even be upset if she builds a reverse harem. And to be honest, if she's the type of woman who says, I'm gonna marry 15 people, do we really think any of her future husbands or wives would be able to tell her no? She does what the hell she wants. Granted, she does have a soft spot. She really does. She will have moments where the boys, and potentially even the girls, will be able to get a lick in, be able to dominate her ever so slightly, but I think 95% of the time we know who's going to be wearing the pants in the relationship or relationships. But fantastic stuff, best episode to date, and honestly, no matter how you swing it, she basically cheated on her wedding night. Love it. Your thoughts down below. What did you think of this week's episode of May I Ask for One Final Thing? Drop a like, show your support, subscribe if you happen to be new around here. Of course, Patreon for live reactions and other exclusives like, hey, I like to give video shoutouts to my patrons. Alright, so today we got Kenneth Penderas, Ranka, Katrina, Ash, Banjo. We also have Vital Clove. So I appreciate the support, everyone. Please take care, and you'll have a good one.